Welcome back, family. This isn't just another message, this is divine revelation. There comes a point where God's mercy pauses and His judgment begins. Your message from Spirit, Divine Soul. You played with fire, you get burned. For those of you who are experiencing constant karmic attack from a person or persons you have rejected from your life pathway, duet to the malicious intentions of this person or person to steal, kill, and destroy. And this person is having a bad time accepting your rejection. So they have tried poking at you with black magic, you name it. Even spend money they didn't have to try and destroy you. Why? Because you rejected their love, friendship, business proposal, whatever. For some, this happened years ago. Yet today, in the moment, that person or persons are stalking you on social media and obsessed with you. They are obsessed with your every move, even recruiting people to watch you in case they missed anything. You are living rent-free in this person or person's head 24/7 because you declined their offer of friendship. And all you did was to try and protect yourself from this person or persons after helping them. Yes, you helped them, and you didn't have to. You have never even met this person in person. But because of your kind heart when they reached out to you on some dating app looking for relationships, you gave them the benefit of doubt after text messages, phone calls, emails. You realized that this person couldn't even feed themselves, even though they were offering you marriage. You later found out that this individual was already married and you cut the ties. Over a year ago, this person who you owe them nothing. And instead of thanking you for your kindness and for being a blessings in their lives, even though they wrong you, this infectious virus, yes, virus. Because the way this individual's has been a deadly virus in your life, this person is worse than the coronavirus. To the extent of inciting others to attack you with black magic in your personal and physical life. With magician curses and others, they want to destroy you for not allowing them to complete their evil intentions towards you after your intuition kicked in. With all the evil this person or persons and their coronavirus crew attempts to destroy you, your loved ones, relationship for those of you who found love again. The reason your relationship is not going good is because of this person's black magic. Juju, call it what you like. Instead of focusing on their lives, they are focusing on your life. But God saw everything last night. This person tried to hurt you again. Yes, they tried to hurt you again after many warning. Now God is handling him or her. Many of you were sent to love, to heal, to guide. You carried light into dark places into their lives. But instead of honoring your presence, they tried to dim it. They lied, manipulated, betrayed, and mocked your spirit thinking there would be no cost. But what they failed to realize is this: you are not to be played with. That there's some people you don't play with. You are not ordinary. You are divinely covered, spiritually armed, and heaven-backed. And when someone keeps poking at God's anointed, eventually the fire they played with becomes the fire they answer to. This is spiritual warfare, and God is not mocked. The illusions are breaking, divine soul. The veil is lifting. The judgment is real. Let's speak the truth. The scale is finally balanced. There comes a point when God stops giving warnings and starts serving judgment. This person, or persons, the one who has wounded you, must learn a profound lesson. One that can only be gleaned through confronting the repercussions of their actions. Sometimes, the only way for an individual to grow and change is to experience the full weight of their wrongdoings. And while that may seem severe, it's the truth. People don't always learn through gentle words or kind advice at times. It requires a painful experience for them to genuinely comprehend the effect of their actions. For too long, they played with your heart, your energy, and your purpose, thinking they could walk away untouched. But what they didn't realize is that the law of the universe is real cause and effect. What you put out will be your reward in life. They cannot harm you. You are covered and anointed by the most highest God, the same God that created their so-called gods. They worship human beings like themselves who have made the choice to use as their gift from God to harm others. Today, God's angels is saying, let this truth sink into your soul, your spirit. You are divine. You are chosen. You are protected from people who mean you harm physically or emotionally. As the saying goes, hurt people, hurt people. But this person or person needs to understand you are not their past. You're not the person or person that hurt them. In 1978, you are not the one that betrayed them, lied to them, or made them feel unworthy. But here's the truth. Like many, you don't hurt others just because you're hurting. Because that person is not your past, but your future. No matter the situation. You don't pass on your pain to the innocent or to claim victims. This person or person have destroyed many innocent lives for his or her greed of money. Several scriptures address the dangers of greed and the love of money. 1. Timothy 6:10 says that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, while other verses highlight the futility of seeking wealth for its own sake. Instead, the Bible emphasizes contentment, generosity, and seeking God's kingdom above material possessions. You're mature unlike this person or persons who move like children in grown bodies, claiming to be men or women. Now they know, because you have educated them, that when you play with divine fire, you don't get to choose how the flames return. After trying to destroy you for your kindness, after wasting your precious time and the divine energy God gifted you with, they now know you're not a people pleaser or a fool for your kindness, especially for these immature boys and girls in an adult body claiming to be a man or woman. You saw through them their bull and beezus because they are not intelligent enough for you. They only thought they were. Their ego got the better of them. Now you have cured their ego. You brought it down from 10 to 0. For someone them, they cannot get it up no more. Claiming that you're doing black magic on them, they think you're like them, delusional. They didn't realize your soul is divine. They believe that every woman who goes to church is demonic. Why? Because they go to church and they are demonic. Today, the most demonic individuals goes to church the reason to cover their sheep in wool clothes identity, understand their logic. Now they know that you are divine. You are chosen. You are protected. The only church you go is the church within. And that when you play with divine fire, you don't get to choose how the flames return. They played with fire and now they're feeling the heat. These distorted masculines and feminines thought they could keep hurting divine souls and hide behind charm, status, and manipulation. They thought God wasn't watching. They thought there'd never be consequences. But now, the veil has lifted. The illusions are crumbling. What they dished out is being returned with divine force. You didn't have to seek revenge because God already had the final say. That heat they're feeling, that's judgment. That's justice. You were always protected even when it hurt. Now they have no choice but to face what they created. God is not mocked. Spirit is exposing everything they tried to bury. And those who laughed when you cried, they are now crying where no one can hear them. This person or persons who wounded you must now learn a profound lesson. One that only comes by facing the full consequences of their actions. Sometimes people don't learn through kindness. Sometimes they don't hear love. They cannot undo the damage. Because betrayal is not a mistake, it's a decision. It is the intentional sacrifice of your heart for the preservation of their ego. Let's be real. Trust takes years to build and a single moment to destroy. Apologies might flow, but broken glass doesn't become whole just because someone says, "I'm sorry." Their words may try to rewind time. But the pain you feel is evidence that something sacred was mishandled. And no, this isn't love. Because someone who truly knows love, someone who loves themselves, does not destroy another soul just to feel whole. Today, Spirit isn't here to sugarcoat. Spirit is here to expose what's real, heal what's broken, and awaken what's divine within you. Let's speak the truth. They betrayed you not out of confusion, but out of calculation. They knew exactly what they were doing, they just didn't care who it broke. And that is the deepest form of disrespect. They saw your love. They saw your loyalty. They saw your light, and still chose to lie, manipulate, and deceive. They mistook your compassion for weakness. But what they failed to see is that you are not naive, you are wise. And now, Spirit is revealing. Everything done in darkness is being dragged into the light. The fire was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to cleanse the path ahead. They thought they could play with you like you were nothing. They thought their power, charm, and manipulation would keep them safe. But they messed with the wrong one, a chosen one. They tried to dim your light, confuse your path, and break your spirit. But now their light is dim and their path is confused. They are obsessing over what they can't have you. The joke is on them, obsessing over what they can't control, your energy, your life. The love spell they send your way, you return to sender. Now you understand why they are in love, obsessed and delusional over you. The spell they sent your way is working on them. They're watching you from fake accounts. You rejected them. You chose yourself over their ego. This person's behavior is childish, low vibrational, and disconnected from the value of others' lives. They operate from narcissistic delusion, believing the world revolves around them. And because they have nothing of substance to offer, they feed on the energy of others just to survive. They hop from one Jezebel's bed to another. So when they meet a divine woman, they simply can't handle it. But collective, hear this clearly. God saw everything. They played with fire. They poked at your peace. They pulled on your energy like parasites. And now, the same fire they tried to use against you is burning through their life. This is spiritual warfare. This is what happens when you mess with divine purpose. This is what happens when the masculine chooses ego over truth. No more pretending. No more running. No more hiding. The heat they sent out? It's returning hotter. The darkness they projected? It's surrounding them. You were the target, but now you are the testimony. God said, "Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm." Psalm 105:15. Now, the harm they did, it's boomeranging back. Divine justice is now unfolding. Let this be a warning, a wake-up call, and family. This is not the time to second-guess your intuition or discernment. This is not the time to mourn what God removed. This is the time to rise fully, fiercely, and faithfully. What was sent to destroy you, destroy, has been returned to sender, click and collect. What didn't broke is now breaking them. Now the evidence that God has called, covered, and commissioned you for greater things. Let them sit in the fire they lit. Let them wrestle with the demons they tried to place on your back. Let them choke on the silence you left behind, and return to the darkness they're used to. Because God is not done revealing what they tried to bury. You are not a victim. You are victorious. You are not broken. You continue to be a beacon to others. You do not use your negative experiences to harm others who did you no harm. You use it to build others, just like the coronavirus that came against you for you kindness. Let this message be a reminder. No one who betrays a divine soul escapes the eyes of heaven. Justice may take time, but when it arrives, it's undeniable. So walk tall, hold your peace, and let God continue to show why choosing you was never a mistake. It was the plan all along. The fire didn't burn you. It destroyed your enemies, and it anointed you. Now, let them watch what God does with the ashes. If this message stirred something in your spirit, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe. Someone you love might need to hear this too. Tag a friend, drop and share. Until next time, stay grounded, stay divine. Stay covered, heaven walks with you, guided by spirit, guarded by angels. At Miss Spiritual Eyes.